All right, today we're going to continue with going through my gear that I'll be taking on my hog hunting trip. I'll be gone for a week and a few days, and we've already looked at my chest rig that I'll be wearing all the time. So now we're going to look at the assault pack or hunting pack that I'm going to be carrying with me. Usually, based on previous hunts, this pack will stay in the four-wheeler, or it will go into a blind or a stand. But this is great. This is just like a damn menagerie, isn't it? But the contents will change. I've just loaded it with stuff that more is at home in this pack than in the big pack, and I'm going to show you that stuff now. Alright, first of all, the outside pouches. In this pouch over here, I have an Nalgene bottle and a metal cup. And then in the little side pouches of this wonderful GP canteen pouch, I have a lighter, I have some crap paper, and I have some fire starter. And that's just stuff that you want to have with you. If we end up going out overnight, very often you want to have some hot wets. If we go out for a prolonged stalk, which we're talking about doing, we'll actually end up doing some cooking. So what I've got over in my other pouch right here is an actual titanium Snow Peak cup with a lid and some butane and a I forget the brand, but a very nice stove. And then in the side pouches I have some extra batteries and another lighter. Now that gives me the ability to make hot wets for two people. That gives me the ability to cook on this stove or to start a fire and cook on it. It just gives me a lot of options. If I'm not going out for the night, if we're just going for the day and the weather's not terrible, this will probably just stay home, and all this stuff nests right inside there. But that will probably go all the time. I found myself taking water bottles more often than I took canteens last time. It was just easy to take two of the 16.9 liter water bottles and throw them in there and go. And that way, when you got done with one, you crunched up real small, stuck it in your pack, and you went on. And to be honest with you, on when you're just going out for a few hours, that's a great way to go. On this small outside pouch, I have a 6-inch compression bandage, and that's just an addition to the tourniquet and hemostatic agent and gauze that I will be carrying all the time. So, I mean, anything can happen anywhere, but of course, when you're out hunting, you worry about negligent discharge. You're as careful as can be, but you want to be ready in case something terrible happens to be able to treat yourself or a friend. So that's why I carry that. And just real quick, if you're not one of my 5 faithful subscribers and you've never heard me go on and on about the GP canteen pouch, this is why this is such a wonderful pouch. So not only does it have the 2 fairly large pockets on either side, but you can fold the top flap down inside the pouch, and you can use the strap to secure a canteen really well, or you can use the top flap with the strap and just secure other items. And I really could go a little taller than that. I mean, it's just a great pouch, and I recommend you go to your surplus store or go to your surplus website and grab a couple of those. They're just wonderful pouches. All right, now looking inside the Claymore pouch on the outside of the pack. First of all, I've got me a good old MRE spoon, and then I've got some more batteries. We're going to be taking, what do we got? We got 2 flashlights. We've got a rangefinder. We've got a GPS. So I mean, we're kind of battery heavy, And so I like to have extra batteries. And again, as I said, this pack very often will be staying in the stand or in the UTV, and it's just easy access to get back to. Then I've got a very lightweight, just super lightweight orange vest. Didn't use it last time, but I have that in case, because we split up very often and we'll be in different stands, and we pick each other up in the UTVs. Sometimes the sun is coming up, sometimes the sun is going down, depending on if we're day or night hunting. And you know, I'll get on the phone and say, you know, okay, I'm going to meet you up at the lane. I'm going to go up the gas line, and I want them to see me. And so very often I'll have my headlamp on, or I may have that on, or both. So it's just something, weighs nothing, and I like to have it. That's just me. Then I got some hand wipes. What I really used this for last time was, we had some traps out there. We dealt with the pigs when we killed them. For some reason, we ended up cutting one's head off because one guy wanted the head. I don't know, but you end up getting your hands dirty, and it's nice to be able to clean yourself up. Next, I've got my safety glasses. These are some really nice, high-quality military glasses from ESS. I've got both clear and dark lenses in there. I can change them out if I want to. I'm almost always wearing some type of protective glasses. If I'm not wearing my glasses, which I find myself wearing less and less these days, I'm going to be wearing these. Then I've got this just a little kind of survival pack. It's next to nothing. I've got a flashlight in there. I've got a tree marker, got a whistle, got another lighter, got a signaling device. It's just something that kind of lives inside this pack. No reason to take it out. There it is. Then I've got 2 pairs of gloves, some lightweight work gloves, and then some neoprene type, reinforced type neoprene gloves in case it's wet and cold. And probably these won't both be residing in here at one time, but depending on the weather, I'll have one or the other in there. Like I said, all this stuff will come and go each day as we go out on a different mission. As we go on a different hunt, I will change the gear up, and I find myself sitting on the porch going through gear, you know, changing something out and then jumping into UTV. So that's why you see some redundancy. And then I've got a hand brace. You may know I've got a service-related injury. My wrist is pretty shot, and I wear a hand brace a lot when I'm out hunting, so I have an extra hand brace in there. All right, so that's what goes in the Claymore pouch. All right, finally, Birdie and I are going to look at what's in the main pouch. And once again, I want to reiterate, all this stuff won't be in there all the time, but this is stuff that might find its way into this pack as we go out on different hunts. First of all, I've got a lightweight little pack here with my hot wets, and that'll probably stay in there most of the time. I have the ability there to make some jamoke, make some bouillon. It's just in a light little bag, and that's a good thing to have. Depends on if the weather turns bad. Then I have my my rim oil and my cleaning kit, my rifle cleaning kit. This will probably end up going into my big pack or staying at the cabin, depending on how long we're going to be out, but I'm carrying it in this pack for right now. 2 items that will stay in this pack are a garbage bag and this reflective line with some S-hooks. Now here's what this is all about. Very often this pack, as I said, would find itself in the back of the UTV, and we had some spitting, blowing rain, and so what I would do is I would just grab this bag and I would throw the pack in that bag and cinch it up, and it would be good to go. Also, very often I'm climbing up into a stand, and the stands run the gamut. I mean, some of the stands are these gorgeous things they've dragged out there with carpet and lights and office furniture chairs, and they're just wonderful. And some of the stands have been there 100 years, and they are literally a lunchroom chair that somebody has nailed into a tree fork. Actually, now that I think about it, I got 2 hogs from that one stand that was just a chair nailed into a tree. But what I use this for is once I get into the stand, I don't try to carry that pack up into the stand. I go up on into the stand and I have my pack attached with this line, and then I'll pull the pack up there if I decide I need my pack up there with me. If not, I may just hang it on a limb before I even go up into the stand. But that's what that's for, is negotiating gear up and down into trees. Weighs nothing. It's reflective. If I drop it, I'll be able to see it, and it's just a smart thing. Then I have my old Marine Corps K-bar, and here's why I have that. Last time we went dog hunting, and that doesn't mean hunting dogs, it means hog hunting with dogs. And the way you do that, you don't take weapons with you, you don't take guns with you, because the guy that owns the dogs does not want to see his dogs get shot. These are very expensive dogs. The dogs actually corner the hogs, but they don't have the ability to kill them. Once the dogs corner the hogs, you go in with a knife, jump on the hog's back, and stab him in his armpit. And last time I had a very short knife. This year, if we go hunting with dogs, and I don't know if we will or not, but if we do, I want to get my K-bar bloody. So I've brought that for that reason. Otherwise, I really don't need such a big fixed blade, but I want to get the old K-bar bloody. This is the K-bar that I was issued as a staff NCO, and just wanted to do it. Next is the Gomboy saw. Comes in handy. Some of these stands, like I said, they're just thrown together, been out there forever, and some limbs have grown, and maybe they impede your view. So it's nice to have this saw to kind of trim up the limbs and be able to get your fields of fire right. So that's what that's for. Next, I've got a couple maps. Made maps last year, left them with my friend, so I've made some new ones. I like to know where I am. I like to you know, I just feel a sense of independence when I know where I am and know how to get where I need to go. Then I have some knee pads. Now, I'm taking 2 knee pads, but I never use more than one. I usually wear one knee pad on my left. Birdie, get out of there. No, Birdie's going to get in there. Anyway, I usually just wear one knee pad, but I'll take both of them, and Birdie's going down. Birdie, get out. So that's the knee pads. Next, I have a full first aid kit. Probably will always stay with the pack. The only thing I'll probably carry with me as I'm, you know, stalking or whatever, will be the trauma kit that's on my in my pocket or on my chest rig. But I like to have a first aid kit. And then there's a couple MREs. I'm taking quite a few just in case, but I'm going to always have one at least inside this pack. There was one time last time we went hunting that the rains came, and even after it quit raining, we went out, the stream swelled up. And if I had gone across that stream before it had swole, I'd have been stuck over there, and they wouldn't have been able to come get me, and that stream got where you weren't crossing it. So if you end up finding yourself having to stay somewhere, you know, for a few hours overnight, it's great to have a meal. If that had happened, if I had not been able to get back across, I would have just hunkered down and started me a fire and made the best of it till I could come back. So that's what is in the hunting pack that I'll be taking with me daily, probably leaving in the UTV. And like I said, this gear is all, you know, can come and go depending on the hunt we're doing that day.